Howdy, howdy, everybody. Let me check, make sure I'm getting sound for everything. Yeah, there's an error 5000, which I don't actually know what causes that, but it was early enough in the stream that I just immediately restarted the stream. So maybe we're good now. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? I don't remember what we were doing in this game. It says, find Jenna. Oh right, she was the one who ran into the thing at the end of it. Because I had just gotten big ice cream. Joshua Caleb says, tired, very tired. I feel ya. I'm similarly quite tired. David asked, what platform did you end up playing Outer Worlds on? PS4, because that was the code they sent me. It's fine, but I feel like either other version would have been better. Squirrel says, hi Imran, hi chat, love the jacket, I'm kind of funny by the way. Yeah, that jacket is something. Not positive that it's not trying to eat me whole. But you know, sometimes you gotta take the risk. It has been suggested to me that I try accessorizing the jacket a little bit. I kinda like it as is. I think at this point I've worn it more than Greg. Yeah, I think Outer Worlds would probably be better on PC. If only because I think that game is a little janky, and that it'll probably be very moddable on PC. This is a neat idea. That number going down? It is. Ah. Okay. One I can keep off him pretty easily. Or I could stop him myself. No, no, come back. Do the thing. Okay. How do you play it forward, or do you prefer to be called Game Go, or either? Getter 404 says the problem is they rushed out the dual analog on PS1 to catch up to the N64, kept the design on PS2, and have been stuck with it ever since because tradition. There are people who like the symmetrical sticks. For me, it doesn't matter that much. I get used to them. I have different preferences with controllers, though. Like, action games almost always, if there's a choice between Xbox One controller and PlayStation controller, I usually go PlayStation. Is the way I came up? No, that was the way I came up. Just because the way the buttons feel on the Xbox controllers doesn't seem conducive to action games. Hey, Young Neil 1, thank you for following. Appreciate it. I'm actually at a point now where I don't think I like buying 2D games on the Switch. Just because of the D-pad. Like the Pro Controller D-pad specifically. But also like the regular Joy-Con D-pad. So like I'm trying to... I was thinking about Shantae the other day. And like, oh, I can enjoy Shantae. I'm looking forward to that game. But where am I going to play it? Because I played the last one on Wii U. Did I play it on Wii U or did I play it on PS4? Well, either way, like, I just kind of don't feel like playing it on Switch because of that. I would just like them to make it like a Pro Controller with a D-pad that's nice. Like, where's the harm? Play It Forward says, you've been killing it on KFGD lately. Imran is my 2019 power couple. It's weird how well Tim and I have, like... Because we've met before this, but, like, we weren't really, you know... friends. But I think now we're, like, actual straight-up friends. Just through hosting. It's kind of funny how that worked out. Is there a third one? I see those two. Oh, I must be able to, like, slash... Okay, yeah, I'm dumb. Might as well get rid of this one, too. Interesting side note, GameSpot is dedicating a 4-hour slot on the extra live stream to do FF14. 24-man raid set to min level with viewers organized through Giant Bomb's Community Guild. That's a good way to kill some time through Extra Life. I don't know what our extra life schedule is, so I don't know what like I'm signing up for. I'm gonna go there and play some games. Found medicine. Oh. It's gonna be one of these, isn't it? Oh no, it just put me right where I need to be. Cool. Okay. Okay, let's see. That wasn't too bad. I haven't fought a boss in a long time. Though I guess it depends on what your definition of boss is. This might count as a boss. Nope, this is not count as a boss. Though they are wrecking me. I've always liked what Game Informer does with the extra... what was that? Oh, I see what you're doing. I don't see where I am, though. I think, like, combat could use maybe one less gimmick. It would be a lot more fun. Like, it's not that it's not fun, I enjoy it. But, like, when it's like, oh, this, you need to rest, or use this one specific skill. I've always kind of hated that. Like, that's one of the reasons I don't like DMC Devil May Cry. Is, the way it, like, emphasizes, oh, you gotta use this one weapon. Okay, big slow weapon not working great on these guys. Very convenient time to, like, full heal, though. I'm trying to use Arrow Chimera because I'm like, I want some variety, but I feel like they're just not as good as Sword Chimera. Chimera, whatever. Legion.
Well, I lost her. She's not showing up in there or on.
Yeah, Alex also did that Rock Band thing recently. So like, you can't really blame him. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. I should have stuck around because I had some stuff to pick up. Oh, so we just gave up? Cool.
Calling all officers at Harmony Square. Regroup at the designated area. Repeat, all officers regroup at the designated area. I'm sending you coordinates now. How on earth did Jenna do that? I've never seen anyone open a gate and go through like that. Let alone come back on their own.
I did, just now.
Well, we'll worry about that later. Head on over to the rendezvous point.
Look, someone has to take out the trash. Just because there's a monetary reward in it for me does not mean I'm being selfish by doing so. Also, I can't find a trash can. There's so few trash cans, maybe that people are right to litter.
Hello, fellow officer. I am with the Harmony Square Precinct, and my name is... Oh, there's no time for subtleties. I am tailing a man who, I assure you, is engaged in heinous anti-union activity.
That doesn't mean what I think it means, but I'd be okay with, like, busting some anti-union people.
But I seem to have lost sight of him. You will? Oh, what luck. Together, we'll find him in no time. The man I am following is wearing an orange jacket. And a black hat. I'm sure of it.
You look like you're a rejected Tails character.
He was on foot. And what's more, I saw him fall and hurt his leg. I'll continue looking over there, if you'll be so kind as to search this area for a man with that description.
Oh, officer, I love your shoes. Where did you get them? Okay, well, while you're here, what do you think about these shoes? I pulled some overtime this month. Should I treat myself?
I'd say it's more of a hoodie than a jacket. Also, they probably wouldn't put the suspect immediately next to the quest marker. That seems like poor quest design. Look, I don't have time for your haunted dumpster yet.
Talk about adding me some danger. Alright, fine. You got me. Not like I can run anymore anyway.
You were too hidden to not be the guy.
Your number is up. Come along quietly, or else I shall.
Yeah, I know. I
This
told
is
your friend
heavy.
here already. You got me, alright? You know what, though? I'm glad you guys caught me. Lucky even. The way things are heading, I'm a dead man out on my own. They don't take too kindly to failure.
Oh, right. I forgot to change the game for like 3 days in a row. Let me fix that. Ideally, it would do this automatically somehow, but I'm not sure how it would do that. There we go.
They? Who are they? Who pulls your strings? Talk!
I've said too much already. So you gonna take me to jail or what?
Yes, but
Look, you seem like a decent cop. Quit while you're ahead. Trust me.
You know what I've always thought was weird about Wesker is that, like, he's a bad guy and clearly a villain, but I feel like they didn't make him, like, this super important dude until Resident Evil 5. Like, he's just kind of there pulling some puppet strings, but he wasn't, like, the mastermind super monster behind everything until later.
No way. I'm not saying one more word.
Like, it's been so long since 5 now, we just kind of take it like, oh, the Resident Evil's about Wesker, really.
For all I know, they're already on their way.
I want to say the Resident Evil movies are to blame for that.
well, that's one more ne'er-do-well off the streets. I could not have done it without you.
Though I think 5 also says Wesker's not human, which I think is a super dumb change.
Now I can't stop wondering about this ominous they. What? Yes? I see. I understand.
All you need is power.
It would appear that the car taking our suspect back to the station has been attacked. Destroyed, rather. Utterly, from the sound of it. Could this be they? It is settled then.
What do you guys make of, like, that the bullshit going on with, like, every entertainment reporter asking every director what they think about Marvel movies?
Perhaps one day I can return the favor. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a they to expose.
Like, I think it's real dumb. I would, like, I'm not gonna go ask, let's say, Kojima, hey, what do you think of Candy Crush? If he wants to tell me what he thinks of Candy Crush, that's fine. But I don't need to, like, go pester him about it. Yeah, Eager's response is bad. But I feel like this whole thing feels like it's a manufactured controversy. Like, who cares what Scorsese and Coppola think about movies that they don't like? Like, of course they don't like Marvel movies. They're anathema to the kind of movies that they make. Genuinely, who gives a shit? Official STGC, John's asking Imran, what do you think of Easy Allies? They seem cool. I've never met Kyle Bozeman, but he seems nice. I've met a couple of them. They're fine. I like them. Damn them for making money independently. Wish I could pull that shit off. What do you think of STGC? Fuck them. I don't even know that I necessarily agree with that MCU movies are junk food, Getter 404. I feel like those movies can elicit genuine emotion and response. It's just, you know, they are built in a certain way that are not like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not auteur stuff, which is fine. If every movie was auteur cinema, then it would be a really boring genre. And I don't think Coppola and Scorsese should tell people how they should feel about a movie.
Iris startup.
I'm going to leave that dumpster
Iris
back there.
shut down.
That said, Eager's response sucked ass. Let them just say whatever they want to say. Legitimately, who cares?
Oh, jeez. You made it.
I have a new couch which is severely larger than me, so I'm like trying to put my arm up. It's like, oh wait, I have to reach up.
Hey, come on now. I know we all want to catch Jenna as soon as possible. She caught us off guard before, but we won't let it happen again. She can't get away from all of us.
Alicia, you... Never mind.
Hey, Lock my key,
Okay,
or
we've
Loki
gotta
my
figure
key.
out our
How you
next
doing?
move. Akira, you put together what we know.
You know, I know what you mean, Getter. It just, I think,
We don't know where she went.
while Eager's response of trying to like race bait a little bit sucks, I think there is an argument to be made that
Lots of people say they saw a suspicious
Black Panther is
person
actually legitimately important for being the kind of movie Scorsese would never make, because that's not his wheelhouse.
And if you ask me, that woman in white must have been Jenna Anderson.
I'm enjoying Astral Chain. I don't like these parts, this like investigation stuff. If they make me go to back to the police station again, I'm gonna hate that. A strange phenomenon. Strange tentacles? Like, I don't remember this. I play this week to week. I don't know what this wants from me.
That's not consistent with
Okay,
what I
sure.
heard. Everyone
Like, I
said
enjoy...
something
When I'm
strange
in battle,
happened
I like this
on
game.
call.
When I'm not in battle, I don't.
So what was
Which is
the
not necessarily the
assault
case
on Ark
for...
I don't know.
Oh, now that's strange
I
tentacles.
heard
Now you
there
want to
was
hear
some
about it, you
strange
son.
tentacles
Uh,
at the mall.
Like, it's not necessarily the case for other
Okay,
Platinum
now
games.
it gets really weird.
That said, at some point we're going to go through, like, Bayonetta and all that, too. And I'm going to rush through those other areas because the part I enjoy is not that.
Right. Several witnesses said they saw a ghostly suit of armor haunting them all too. Sounds like
I do think that
nonsense,
if you want to make that kind of game, because Getter, of course, his director, which is Takahisa Tora, said he wanted to make a more accessible Platinum game, one anyone could beat, to retain as much of the Automata audience as he could. Viewed through that lens, I love it. I agree that Platinum should expand out a bit, and that is a smart way to do it. But on the other hand, I also feel like if you... To do that kind of game, you need something heavy, like a heavy hitter, other quality. I don't think this is a heavy hitter other quality. I think this is like this is not Yoko Taro writing.
We can't let Jenna get away again.
What's that thing? I should go pick that up. And like it might be unfair to hold Yoko Taro writing against this game because that's not what this is really going for. It's not an existential. What's the word? Would you call it a dramedy? Video games, really? Existential drama, sure. But on the other hand, I like that. I want another Nier Automata, which I've been hearing for a while. This should be down the pike somewhere soon. Yoko Taro doesn't really make sequels. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. Like, there are games he makes that have numbers at the end of them, but... Or games that theoretically chronologically take place after. 10,000 years after. Yeah, I think Platinum's work on Nier Automata was quite important. But I feel like Platinum's work is kind of half the equation. Because I think what it did is it made a Yoko Taro story palatable for the main audience, or the more mainstream audience. Nope, not you. I don't think Yoko Taro is much of a game director is the thing. He's a fantastic writer, and he does things with video games that I think are important to be done. He disassembles them in ways that are, like, that no one else does really. And it's extremely important to have designers that are willing to, like, break apart what video games are. That said, he makes bad video games most of the time. And Nier Automata, even as good as it is also often a bad video game. It just happens to make up for that in a lot of different ways. See?
Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Is that quest? Is that quest over? There's a bomb that I did not stop. Hey Mingar, thank you for following. Like there's a lot of like, there are times where Yoko Taro makes things bad on purpose. Rare times, because there are quests in the original Nier that's like, okay, this is actually meant to make me feel awful. Like, why am I doing this thing? That does not actually excuse something feeling bad, but there are times where he's doing that on purpose. There's a lot of times he isn't. Like, Drakengard 1 is just a bad game. It's not meant to make you feel the horror of killing. It's meant to just make you feel bad. Or it's meant to feel good and make a Dynasty Warriors style game, and did not do that. I would assume, hey MechaShadow12, thank you for following. I would assume that any next Nier game uses Platinum Games. When I talked to Tora and Yoko Taro last year,
Just received an anonymous tip saying there's a bomb hidden somewhere in Harmony Square. They didn't say where the bomb was, just that it's armed and ready to explode. You've got to find it before that happens. We've worked out the general area where the bomb's most likely to be. I'll send it to your map, so get hunting.
yeah, I talked to them last year, and when they were talking about the potential sequel, they're like, oh yeah, well of course Platinum's going to work on it. Whoops. Cool. Do not entirely know where I am. I can easily tell I fucked up somewhat. Okay. I can crouch walk through that fence. Let's try it. I don't think I'm on an actual time limit. Yeah, I don't really understand the story of this game either, Joshua Caleb. There we go. Hey, you're right. I'm not sure this gets me back up, does it? Yeah, it will. Cool. So, okay. I want to catch up on Attack on Titan. People tell me that it is fascistic at best. Like post-twist. I don't want to know what the twist is, because I might still catch up at one point. But, like, how accurate is that claim?
There, you found it. Is that really what bombs look like? It looks like a kid made it. Anyway, we need you to defuse the bomb. I'm handing you over to our explosives expert. Ted.
Am I going to cut wires with my sword, Legion?
First off, relax. If it goes boom, I'm the guy you want to talk to. Now, let's see what we're working with. Yeah, I'd say that's more than enough to bring down the nearest 3, maybe 4 buildings. And what's this? An antenna? Let me check something. Take a look around with your iris, would you?
I am very much looking forward to next week. When there are games that I can talk about that I really want to talk about. Because I had a thought relating to this one section. Not content-wise, just... I had a thought. I would like to talk about a thing, but I cannot quite yet.
This should be interesting. Those signals getting beamed into the bomb itself, they work like a password to defuse it.
Yeah, I have no problem walking away from Attack on Titan. There's other stuff to watch and read.
But get the order wrong, and, well, kaboom. We're running low on time.
Am I wrong that the guy behind High School of the Dead passed away?
Now listen closely. I'll tell you the order.
Because I was thinking the other day, like, that was a bad manga. But I wonder why they never finished it. I feel like maybe I heard him pass away? Or heard of him passing away? Okay.
First, I need you to cut off the signal coming from the red apparatus. See? That wasn't so hard, right? Next is green. Just blue left. Get cutting. No, no, no!
I mean, it's not like High School of the Dead was like the
Signs of explosion around the bomb's location.
zenith work of the art form.
Come on, it was just a prank? Oh, what a waste of time. I mean, you know, it's good that there wasn't any actual danger, of course.
I once talked to the director behind G Gundam, who had a very firm belief that Japan should have fought better in World War II.
Nice work. The
And
bomb
once you watch
squad
G
on
Gundam with
guard.
that lens,
Get back to your
it really
investigation.
changes things. Even Giant Robo, honestly. It like when you look at the cities that were destroyed in Giant Robo, it's all the Allied cities. Good enough. Alright, I'm willing to move on with this story now. Actually, I have not leveled up my
Iris, startup.
things in a while.
Shut down.
Oh, so that's what those are for. Did it say how to do this? Okay, so this is a parry mechanic. That's cool. I can get used to that. E-Team asks, how did Goaty stuff go at Game Informer? Was it rather quick, or did it take a while to decide a la Giant Bomb, though I'm sure they add flair because it's being recorded? It took about a week of meetings. Granted, it wasn't the entire thing you do the entire week, but I would say 3 to 4 days of 2-hour meetings each. There's an unwritten rule that we don't talk about what goes on in those meetings. The 2017 one was fascinating because there were so many possible games to throw in that top 10, but there were a lot of like Goaty discussions are always interesting because you end up saying like the worst shit about the best games in the year. And I think I was new that year, so I didn't want to fight too hard. But I remember, like, I'm not going to say who, people were really trashing, like, Yakuza 0. I was like, that's one of the best games I've played in years.
But it won't be for long. It's too bad, Jenica.
Damn.
Oh, wait, you're Jin. Never mind.
Ready to go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall.
Hey, keep your chin up. We'll definitely get Jenna this time.
Did we name her? Does she have a... I didn't realize she had a name. Like, people were trash-talking Nier Automata, trash-talking Zelda, Mario Odyssey. It was a contentious year. Last year was a bit different because I didn't really like... I liked Red Dead, or I liked God of War fine. Didn't really dig Red Dead, and the entire discussion was just which one of those games is better. So I think I ended up being one of the swing votes of... Not swing votes, but deciding votes of, no, let's just give it to God of War. Because, like, at least I actually liked that game versus Red Dead, which I didn't.
First floor, all clear. We haven't found anything.
Roger that. Mitsuru, Avery, Lee Fong. Push deeper and see if anything turns up.
Roger that. We're going in.
HQ, we've got the first floor entrance all locked down. There's nobody here, but a lot of something I've never seen before. Some kind of goop.
This is HQ. Roger that, Jin. Keep going. Keep your distance from anything you don't recognize.
I literally stepped in it the first thing I did.
Focus on finding...
If the game gave me the option to eat the goop, I would have eaten the goop.
Roger. All right, let's go.
I think there's a certain amount of fun in arguing about Game of the Year, but also it gets very frustrating.
A little livelier.
What, a mall full of mystery goop not exciting enough for you? Stay frosty.
Yeah, like I said, you say some of the worst things about some of the best games. Because you want to get your game, or the game you like better, up ahead. That said, I don't listen to Giant Bomb's Game of the Year content anymore. Because it's kind of frustrating to listen to sometimes. No offense to them, they're great, but
I suppose you think you have me cornered.
it magnifies that same problem I was just saying.
You're here because
Of
I
like,
want
let's
you.
say I go into that game really
This is
liking
all according to
Astral
plan.
Chain, for example.
Your
I'm gonna hear a
master's
bunch of people
done
say,
his for
Astral
long
Chain
enough.
sucked because of this flaw.
Our master?
I still have a few more preparations to make. But don't worry, I prepared entertainment. After all, what kind of hostess keeps her guests waiting?
Like, we can't have this game on the list because look at how embarrassing that lip syncing is.
HQ, we found the suspect. She's making a
That's
run for
Jenna.
it.
I have
We're on
no
her
idea
tail.
who she is or why she became the villain. Or when she became the villain either. Bloodborne is also a game that I might play on stream. Just because I want to replay it. I haven't done it in a while. Last time I replayed it was 2015 when the DLC came
Trailing
out.
the suspect. Eyes open.
What the hell is this? Gross.
Damn. Did something die in here? Like a whole family of skunks?
Oh, Jesus. No. These must be the tentacles we heard about.
So the rumors were true. Are they Jenna's too?
We'll know for sure when we get her back to the station. Let's hurry up and catch her.
I think the music in this game really is good.
Anything to get away from that stink.
It kind of sits on that Sawano scale, but isn't quite that. Okay, you're not doing enough, Arrow Legion. You're benched. Hey, congratulations, Play Forward Gaming. Got a community position for Extra Life. Weird, I can't blame the Arrow Legion too much because I did spend all the points I was going to use on it, on the Sword Legion instead. No one says I never play favorites. I play favorites all the time. What's that? Cool. Good enough. As long as it's not it was actually a thing and not something that, like... Come on, Sword Legion, get in there. This is a poorly thought out hallway. Cool. Good luck, Play It Forward. 24 hours is nothing to fuck with. But yeah, feel free to backseat if you guys want to. If I were playing this for fun, I would have been playing it not on stream. I am working, also speaking of stream games, I'm trying to get my copy of Sin and Punishment 2 here, which it might just be easier to buy another copy of Sin and Punishment 2 to do it. So I can put that on the Wii U and then we can play that, because that game fucking rocks. It is legitimately the best third-person shooter, period. And I will stand by that outlandish and unprovable claim. I didn't actually mean to save you, it just kind of worked out that way. Why would I argue about Sin and Punishment 2 when I could just play Sin and Punishment 2? I wish Giant Bomb would play more Yakuza games. I wish they'd play Shenmue 2. Like, even as somebody who's currently streaming Shenmue 2, I just kind of assumed they would have interrupted my playthrough by now to play through it themselves. I'm surprised they haven't. If I had to make predictions of what Giant Bomb's Game of the Year is going to be, I would guess Apex Legends. Yeah, I think I had a conversation with Alex after Beast in the East, but before he started playing the other Yakuza games, where I was kind of encouraging him, like, yeah, give those a try. Like, they're different, but you might like them. And I guess he, like, very quietly just played the rest of them. When was that Sky? That must have been at PAX East. I keep walking into those, even though I know better. 3 is not a great game. Like, even if you're a built-in Yakuza fan, or die-hard Yakuza fan, 3 has a lot of problems. And I think that's when they decided, like, yeah, we need to change this up for 4. Because what we're currently doing is not working. I would say 4 also has some problems, but for different reasons. I've never turned on the English voices in Judgment. I don't know if they're any good or not. To me, those games are Japanese dramas. This is straight up one of the levels from DMC5. These aren't fun enemies to fight. I feel like this area is fairly ill-considered. I want to fight like some normal enemies, like throw these guys around maybe after, like during the fights or between the fights. But I think that what the idea is, they wanted me to use the arrow one, but I've not upgraded the arrow one at all, so I'm just using the sword one. Like, if they put a dub for Yakuza 6, for example, I think I would also have never used it. One, because I'm used to those voices in Japanese. But also, like, you've got Beat Takeshi. It's a fist? I guess I don't have whatever Legion that is yet. Like, are you really going to cover up the acting of Beat Takeshi? I don't subscribe to the idea of, oh, I don't understand the language, so I can't tell if the acting's good. You can tell if an acting is good, and even if you don't speak the language. Oh, wants me to go up. Well, that looks like an obstacle I can pass. Don't blame me, game. Oh, cool. Actual enemies. Finally. This must be the Fist guy. Or Fist Legion that I just saw. I'm willing to go to 30 on frame rate. I don't prefer it, obviously. But if it's the best I can get on a thing, then I'm fine. I'll deal with it. Anything below 30, absolutely not. Yeah, no karaoke in Judgment is a big problem. I need my sad boy Bakumatai. Vor. Alright, we'll get this Legion and then we'll wrap it up, but Arm Nemesis. You know, Arms was not a bad game, theoretically. It was a little on the simple side. Ooh, he's ordering me.
They seek out their previous masters somehow. Perhaps by instinct. This behavior warrants further study. Be sure to bring the Arm Legion back. You'll have to subdue it first, of course, but I don't imagine it's anything you can't handle.
Oh, this goo is killing me. Like, literally, it's killing me. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not getting this parry move, really. Also, the low health screen kinda sucks. Like, it's adding to this, our freneticism, I guess, but not in a way I necessarily like. There we go. I think I figured out the parry move on literally the last hit. Alright, we'll go open that door. And then call it.
Marvelous, marvelous work. I almost envy your power.
Almost? I could destroy you, old man. Oh, I should have collected all the things and then talked to that guy.
Damn. Alright, good job.
Is this a motion comic?
Let's take a breather. Oh, sorry. Captain, looks like I'm still no match for you.
That's nothing to be ashamed of, dude. Just means you got more growing to do. You'll get stronger. You're gonna have to.
Right, it's a flashback, but is it like a weird motion? Why are they not doing it with gameplay models? Or like in the engine?
Bailing me out. Someday, I want to return the favor.
Don't worry about me, Jan. I can wipe my own ass. You know, my kids just got accepted into criminal affairs. Both of them.
No way. Wow, the twins. They sure grow up fast, huh?
Yeah. And I'm not getting any younger either. Don't try to argue with me. I know I'm not the same guy I used to be. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is... Look,
A very weird thing where a person I know is asking me like, hey, do you want to pass on a message to Borzen? Moy Division, thank you for following.
Well, of course. But wait, Captain. Just don't go anywhere until I get a little stronger, okay?
wait and see. Soon I'll be strong enough to take care of all three of you. That's right. I should be getting back to training.
Yeah, you got it. I appreciate it, Jin.
Captain!
That was good voice acting. I like the way he kind of sputters that out.
Okay, it's you. Wait, where'd it go?
Let me relive your trauma for you directly in front of you.
Nice job. Here, I promised Max I'd look out for you. You know, you remind me more and more of Max every time.
It's after the part where Max talked and you just stay silent all the time.
Not that you look like him or anything.
My favorite thing of that was Saints Row
There's no doubt about
4, I think, where the boss in 3 and 4 talked, but they didn't in 1 and 2. So in Saints Row 4, the boss goes, "Yeah, it was so different back then. I was so nervous I couldn't even say a word to anybody."
I saw it just now. I've lost count of how many favors.
My assumption is that Saints Row 2 PC rework they're doing is going to have a new hidden thing in it that hints at Saints Row 5. So it's in Saints Row 1, not 2 I'm thinking of then.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Yeah, hold on. I got some shit to collect.
Little help over here?
Oh, jeez. Alicia. Alright, hang tight. I'll be right there. Okay. Sorry. Looks like you're gonna have to help Alicia out too.
Yeah, I know. I have the Legion. All of you are useless compared to me. I can see 4 being your your favorite Saints Row. It's one of the best superhero games out there. My only issue with it was mission structure mostly, and also so much of what made Saints Row good was de-emphasizing that game of cars and music and living out that gangster fantasy. I would personally put 3 above it myself, but I can see the argument for 4.
That Legion's strong enough to get Alicia out of there.
Don't play Get Out of the Hell. Get Out of the Hell kinda sucks.
Thanks for getting me out of there. Granted, it's that Legion's fault I was under there in the first place. Akira went on ahead after Jenna. You'd better go too. You're the only one still fit enough to help out. Don't worry about me and Jin, we'll be fine. Go find Akira.
So, dumb brother got himself in trouble again. This is probably a lot more infantilizing when it's a little sister, or not little, but twin sister. That's kind of a nice touch, is that he kind of just tugs at the chain. I was hoping one hit of that would have been enough to take it down, but whatever. I really love the original Crackdown. I've not played 3 beyond a demo, but I enjoyed it. I've heard it gets more repetitive as time goes on, though. So it might be like a good just lay back and chill kind of game and not in the midst of review season bullshit. Oh, come on. It's a tutorial. You can't make him stand still for the tutorial? Oh, I could have really stood to finish him off there. Yeah, these enemies suck. I don't like this part of the game. Like, it's just expressly not fun. There's so many of them. For the love of God, just cut this number down by a third. I think what they're trying to do is load me up on things because I just got a new Legion.
Akira here. I found Jenna. She's on the top floor, somewhere called Azure Plaza. She's tough.
Wait, who's it? Oh, they were just a dude that spawned next to me. I don't know what I was supposed to do about that, but sure.
Absorbing chimeras.
What? I see now. You weren't just biding your time.
The suspect is Jenna Anderson. Whatever she's planning, she must be stopped. If she won't come in peacefully, you have my authorization to stop her by whatever means necessary.
Roger.
Sounds like there's actually like a finale coming up on this thing too soon. I'm game to keep playing if you guys want to stick around. I think ARMS the fighting game would be a decent game if they had put a story mode in there that explores the lore of the characters. Because one thing Blizzard got right with Overwatch is that they knew how to exploit the characters. They didn't really write a good story around it for X number of years, but they knew that character exploitation was important for making that thing launch. I think you could have made an ARMS that has a story around Ribbon Girl and Springman and all those, and backstory and lore and all that. Coughing up pizza here.
She's not human!
How sad. This is how you live? Following orders without question, without thought. Can you call yourself human?
Give yourself up! We'll talk about it back at the station!
Maybe you're happy with your lot, but a word of advice.
Give it up! Come along peacefully!
Your power is not the gift you think it is. One day, it will cost you everything.
Cool boss fight. I don't think ARMS has ever punch out now. So she's just basically from a Bayonetta game.
So you two are... Ah, I see.
The most animated writing possible.
You'll make a fine trial run.
Bye. Also, this is a very big mall which has like almost 0 stores. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Whoop. That looks bad. Should I be shooting him? Wow, that was like the wrong place to jump completely. I assumed there was another phase to that fight.
Okay, I'm with Akira. It's a... I'm gonna administer first aid.
What? Why?
Hey, just zip it.
A medical chopper is on its way to the mall. Bring anyone who needs medical attention to the front entrance. All Neuron officers still in the mall, report back to HQ ASAP. Repeat, all officers return to HQ.
Alright, this looks like it's going to open up to a save point. Or a save checkpoint, whatever. Here we go, saving. Alright, so we'll push past this result screen. I missed 3 fights. But that's fine, because I don't care that much. I also never threw away those cans. So... they're just sitting in my pocket still. Alright. Guys, thank you for coming. I'll see some of you tomorrow for Games Daily, and then there's Games Cast after that. Excited for that one. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for being in the stream and being cozy and being a good chat. See you guys later.